Hello again, how are you? Right, let's press these buttons, let's get going. I'm on the way. And I'm also downloading a new game that I'm toying with playing. It's a game called Infinity Nikki. I've heard it's quite good as sort of a cozy exploration and do things game where apparently the mechanic is dress up to achieve quests. I'm not sure, but the graphics are very pretty and I've heard very good reviews. So I'm going to have a look at it. I might play it on the channel. In fact, if I'm going to play it, I'll play it on the channel. I mean, that's the way it goes. And I might play it for like one session and go, oh, this is amazing. Or I might play it for one session and go, oh, this is terrible. I'm not playing this ever again. We will see. I don't want it to be like, it's a free-to-play game, so it's a bit of a gacha. So we'll see whether or not it's the sort of game I want to play. I'm not sure that I'm into that sort of vibe. But, you know, it's installing now. We'll see. Possibly, I believe, is the expression that I will use. So yeah, that's a thing. I wish there was a countdown timer to tell us. I can just press this though. But yes, so currently it's every half an hour. But we're going to get one, and I'm going to save up for one, which means we'll get two, which will mean this will be every 20 minutes we get one, rather than every half an hour. Give or take half an hour. It's not quite half an hour, is it? No. No, it's not. It's not. You can't. No. No, half an hour is 1800 seconds. Aye. It's 27 minutes now. So it is. It's no, just under actually. It's 27 minutes shy. No, it's nigh because it's just over. Anyway, it's not the point. No. Anyway, yeah, so the point is, that'll be something that may or may not come on the channel, and you don't know. This may not come out. This episode may not come out before that does. Although it probably will. It's looking like we're nearly finished. I don't know what happens once we get to this bit, right? Because it might just go, oh, you can keep going if you want to, and you know, we'll see. I'm not convinced that that's really the plan, right? What I'm thinking is actually that's a terrible plan, and we would be better served in our day not doing that. I just like the fact that we get extra prestigium just from doing nothing. Nothing, I tell you. That's going to be a long way away, apparently. This isn't, though. I can just press that button. Because it doesn't really cost us anything. Oh, it did. It cost us a whole bunch of titanium. That was foolish. Foolish. Well, I mean, I suppose we're going to be a while before we get to 35 million aluminium. The aluminum is real. I literally turned on. Sometimes it doesn't do that. It's very rude. Very rude. Very rude. So yeah, well, you know, we're at 9% chance of getting aluminium, which is not bad. It's better than it was. So, you know, that's a thing. And now we're getting prestigium for the sake of it. Like, we can start to use prestigium. Well, I mean, we need 15,000 titanium to warp the fabric of reality to our will in the engineering tree. So, it's a technical term, I grant you, but you know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. We've got a little while to go before we can get to the next 10-minute dump of stuff, which is where we're headed. Oh yes, 10-minute dump. So what I mean by the 10-minute dump is this, and we are 1,200 seconds away, which is a while, I'll grant you. Actually, it was 20 minutes away from our 10-minute dump. Yes, the 10-minute dump. It's exactly what everybody wants. I'm not doing it, game. I want to press this button. We all know I do, but I'm not doing it. I'm going to check our energy. So we've got 10 billion spare. It's not a lot, really, is it? Yeah. I mean, it's still good. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pleased about such things. Oh, we're about to get some more energy boost on this one as well, which is nice. I like energy boost. And this one's nearly done. It's nearly done. I can feel it in my banana fingers. I don't have banana fingers. I've definitely been recording too long. Apparently, you can tell because I'm not even I'm 5 minutes into the game and I'm already starting to talk gibberish. And it's funny if you think it's funny, I suppose. Let's not get too esoteric, we've only just started. What I should have done is taken some time to watch some stuff to get some inspiration about interesting stuff to talk about, like space hurricanes or, I don't know, cloning of interesting species. If there was any interesting cloning species news in the news. I don't think there was, if I'm honest. But no, I didn't. I just jumped on and got on with it. Look at all the green. I love it. Love the green. I mean, I wear a lot of green anyway, so, I mean, me loving the green is not really a surprise. Oh, and we're back to Yoda and Hera and that. So, for those of you who weren't familiar with Yoda, Hera, and whoever the other Greedo were, they are characters from Star Wars. Because I am not permanently obsessed with it, but I always wanted to be a space fighter pilot. When I was growing up, my father said to me, "What do you want to be?" And I went, "Can I be a Jedi?" And I got a clip around the back of the head saying, "Don't be so stupid, they don't exist." And then he said, "So what do you want to be?" And I went, "I want to be a space fighter pilot." And then I got another clip around the back of the head saying, "Don't be so stupid, they don't exist either." And I was like, then what's the point? Like, how to break a child in one easy sitting, right? That was the same day I had two ideas about what I wanted out of life. I wanted to fly around space in a space fighter like an X-Wing, or to be a Jedi. Those were the only two things I wanted to be when I was growing up. And at the age of 5, I think, my old man crushed my hopes and aspirations and dreams. And I've never been able to be satisfied ever since, I suppose. It's been a ruin on my relationships. Sorry, different type of satisfaction, I suppose. But no, the point is like, as much as I wanted those things, and I appreciate now, as an old person, that those things are not possible. But my old man could have just lied to me and said, well, if you work hard, right, you can maybe do that. And that might have inspired me to focus and do hard work. At least, you know, they probably could have kept the ruse going until, you know, I got to high school. Because it wasn't like I had to try. I was quite fortunate in academia. I didn't have to try to actually succeed. So if maybe I would have tried harder, if they could have said to me, oh, well, you know, if you want to do that, you'll need to be good with your hands, like mechanically, so you might want to learn how to fix engines, and, you know, you might want to learn how to program, because, you know, you'll need to be able to code the flight computer. You know, if they'd have actually thought about it for a minute, they would have persuaded me to take up two skills that I don't like. I don't like programming. I can speak 5 different programming languages. Well, I used to be able to. I don't think saying I can is a bold statement, considering I haven't done it for over 20 years. But I used to be able to program in 5 different languages, right? I hated every minute of it. But if you'd have had me going, well, maybe if I get really good at programming, I might be able to program nav computers, I'd be great at programming. Until I found out it didn't exist, and I'd be like, you lied to me, and they're like, yes, but look at what you can do because of it. And I'm like, actually, that's a good point, because I'm surprisingly reasonable. However, I'm less reasonable when you, sorry, that was a bit loud, I overpronounced that, but I'm less reasonable when people just crush my dreams. I became quite difficult, apparently, after that. Can't imagine why. You know, and then they were like, what do you want to be? I was like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? You knew like 10 minutes ago, and then you knew like a year ago. You knew 5 years ago. I was like, yes. But everything that you told me is a lie. You told me I can be anything I want to be, and when I finally said I want to be something, you told me I couldn't be it. So I literally couldn't be anything I wanted to be. You know, don't. All I'm saying is be careful with your promises of aspiration, right? Don't say to someone they can achieve anything they want, because that's not always true. It's just not. Like, it's definitely not true in my case. There was multiple reasons I've just given you. Oh, Infinity Nikki is now installed. I'm not playing it. I'm clearly not playing it. I'm playing this. I refuse to play something else while I'm playing this, because I want to see how far we can get. We're already at nearly 700,000 light years, which is amazing. And since we started, we've gone from like 670-ish light years a second to 740 light years a second. No, wait, that's 140 light years a second. Wait, we've slowed down. Why have we slowed down? I thought we were going quicker than that. For some reason, I thought that was a 7. Apparently, I'm a doofus. I mean, we already knew that, right? Let's not be silly. Right, doink. Now we go quicker. Yay. And that comes down now, right? Now it's at 20 minutes. Huzzah! So that's good. Oh, we can get extra energy, which is also good. Also good. So I'm going to assume 60 billion is where we can drop our extra multiplier. I mean, I'm tempted to do it now, just on the basis of funny. But we'll get a massive penalty. But also, don't care. Like, we're getting nearly 100 light years a second penalty. But also, don't care. Because it's not actually going to affect us that much. And I could just keep pressing it, if I'm honest, right? Like, because our number goes big. We get 7 quadrillion ago. Well, 7 trillion ago. 7 trillion. That means, wait, 19 quadrillion. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I mean, now it really is basically idling. Wait for it, it's nearly there. Stay on target. Oh, we don't have any more bonuses. Oh, nothing here but us chickens, apparently. Hello, chickens. Oh, they don't make cluck noises. I was really hoping if you clicked on them, they'd make cluck noises. Poultry bastards. Sorry, what? It wasn't me. Somebody else did it and ran away. I swear. I saw them. Get some more of that going on. Let's press some more of this. Like that. I can't press this button again. I want to press this button again. I want to do it again. Just press that button. It doesn't matter though, to be fair. Like, yes, we've got energy being used here, but the difference is not going to be massive, right? If I do that, right? Oh no, it's made such a difference to our output. Admittedly, this doesn't exactly make a lot of difference to our output either, if I'm honest, and neither does this. Neither of these make a lot of difference. But, you know, why not? Because the next step will be to... Wait, how far down? Oh, we are at the bottom, basically. There might be something that fits in, but I doubt it. I was expecting more chickens, if I'm honest. But that's the thing to press until we get enough of this to press. Right, that's the button. This is the button. Yeah, because, like, it's actually not that bad. Realistically, I thought it would be worse. I mean, we're accelerating, right? And yet... we're still accelerating. We're losing 100 light years a second. Are we accelerating, or am I just going crazy and its numbers actually going down? No, it's going up. I mean, it's weird. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, because... Did that go up by, like, a lot? It looked like it went up by a lot, didn't it? Because, you know, yes, we lose a lot of energy, and we therefore lose 100 light years per second in speed. But also, we're going a lot faster now. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Still not got the thing. It's nearly there. I can tell it's nearly there. I could press this button and get no extra speed going at all. Ooh, so exciting. This is nearly there. Look at it. I think it's one tick away from being complete. And when that tick goes, we're away. That's not far away either. This isn't far away. That's no use to us. This one. This is the one. There can only be one. There's a film. The One with Jet Li and Highlander with Sean Connery. Both quite good films. Both very much of their era as well. But good films. Mostly. I mean, I quite enjoyed them, but it doesn't mean they were good films. It just means I quite enjoyed them. Oh, we're up to 6 prestigium. Hang on, that means we're going even faster. 2.8. Amazing. That means we get even more energy. Wait, that means we get more energy. Nice. 4.5, and I didn't press anything. And that means this is coming down by itself. Awesome. So eventually we'll just be able to start spending resources in here anyway by nature of us having resources. I'm going to press that button though. We're at 2,680 extra mats. It's not a lot, is it? It'd be nice if there was a way of getting extra bonus stuff to the aluminium, because of the amount of aluminium we need. It's a lot of aluminium. I'm not sure I'm into aluminium. It's not as bad as silicon in this game, but, you know, it's frustrating nonetheless. And how are we doing? Well, we're gaining energy, and therefore we're gaining speed. And all we need is a little bit more. Hey, we're nearly up to 9 billion a tick now. Number grows. Number grows big. It's funny though, right? If I turn this off, our energy consumption should be 0, right? But our optimal energy is only this high because of this and this, right? As far as I can... Well, no, it's probably not. It's probably because of other things as well. But it's mainly because of this, right? But there's no way to reset this bit. I wish there was. Maybe there is when we get further out. Yeah, because it just ticks up, but once I turn it off, it should start decreasing by... Oh, hang on. No, it's increasing by itself anyway. Only by tens. Well, there you go, that's a thing. We are gaining speed, though. You can see what I'm thinking, right? I am thinking about it. I definitely shouldn't be thinking about it, but I am. Because as we gain prestigium, we get more energy from this. And the more energy we get from this, the less we have to worry about this. Right? Because we're already getting 4.5 million from this without even trying, not counting this stuff. Right? Which is fantastic. Now, obviously, I want to get one of these. That's what I want to get. Because I want to see what it does. Like, I know some of what it does, right? It does 10 light years per second per level, except like to our base speed, but it's our resistances improve our speed as well, which is nice. I don't know how much that's going to make a difference, but we get more speed from this wibbly wobbly thing. And we all like a wibbly wobbly thing. I know, I've seen Doctor Who. Wibbly wobbly stuff is good. It's excellent. Oh, and you should always have an apple and a banana. Mainly for a daiquiri. Not the apple, the banana. If you're going to have a daiquiri, definitely banana daiquiris. They're brilliant. I mean, they are brilliant. Cups of tea apparently are quite useful. And I would imagine if cups of tea are useful, biscuits are probably quite useful as well. Speaking of things like that, do you like pastries? I quite like pastries. I like some pastries more than others, but do you like pastries is the question. Because pastries can be quite tasty. Sorry, I couldn't help that bit. That was terrible. But no, I had one today. I had one of those. They're called Belgian buns here, but up north they were called Chelsea buns, right? And so they're basically like a thicker Danish, so like a Danish pastry. So it's like a pastry swirl with icing on the top and currants in the pastry, and then on the very top there's half a glass of cherry, right? But when it's thicker than a Danish pastry, they call it a Belgian bun over around these parts. Now, I've been to Belgium, but I don't remember them having on sale, ironically. So, you know, I really like those, which means I only buy them about once every 2 months, because otherwise I will eat them all the time and then get very large very quickly. I mean, I say that. Hey, look, we got the thing. How does this affect the thing? It doesn't make any difference to this. It just... Oh, it adds to that, like that. Wait a minute. You're lying like that. Gain a passive +2. So it's +2 instead of +1. Because this was +1 and now it's times +2. Oh, wait, what? Okay, that changes things, right? Yeah, alright, so I mean that's good for the aluminium, much like. Look at that, that's a massive amount extra. But I think I'd rather have the speed. We don't need the iron. The iron is kind of superfluous to our requirements. The aluminium, on the other hand, definitely not. We're nearly at a point where I can upgrade the thing again here. And we are nearly at a point where I can hit the button again. Like, I shouldn't do it, right? I shouldn't. But also, funny. Because, like, every time we hit that button, yeah, we get less energy, but we're accelerating. We're at half speed because of that. And yeah, it means we lose half of our resources. But it's not as bad as it could be, because half of our resources is actually a lot less than a full amount of resources. Right? And I can click that, and now look at how fast we go. We got a whole bunch of extra energy from that. Right, did we? We did, yes. I mean, not a lot of energy, I'll grant you, but we got a load of... Oh, I'll press that button. This button's nearly ready to press as well. But look, this number grows. And as it grows, our speed grows. Like, it doesn't look like it's grown by a lot, but that's grown by a massive amount, because we're now getting 20 times our speed based on the black hole sacrifice. And we're going to get another prestigium soon. And that prestigium will be useful because this number comes down. And I like that. Because this number goes up, which means this number goes up. But there's no counter, so I can't tell when that is due to occur. It's got to be soon, right? And look, we're already at 23 million aluminium, right? So it's not really a problem. Although, we have a while to go before I can press that again. It's probably good, because I keep pressing that, because I like pressing that button. What do you mean it sacrifices half of our stuff? I don't care. It's only half of it. We can just get more. Look, I can just get more. I just got an extra 120 to us. Because I think that's what I did. And this is going to go up incredibly slowly, but it's worth it, right? And if we get to 6 billion, I'm going to put the money into this. I'm not going to put the money into this. That's a ridiculous statement. What sort of nonsense would that be? No, it says we're not making much speed progress, but I disagree. Because we are, it just doesn't look like it. Because I can do things like this while we're waiting. Boink, boink. Actually, like, it makes that go up by quite a significant amount, apparently. But we're barely using extra energy, and we're gaining lots, which is nice. I'm not going to look in the black hole tab for a bit. It's probably a good idea. So that's gone up to 9 billion. So this isn't going to happen for a while. I want to go and knock that, so that's probably next episode, as it turns out. But, I mean, we're not even... Wait, hang on. You're 0% out of the observable... Alright, yeah, fair enough. That is quite far, isn't it? We are... we're nearly at 1 million, which isn't admittedly anywhere near 46 billion, I'll grant you. But once we work off this energy debt, right? Because we're going to work off the energy debt, I promise. Yeah, we'll work off the energy debt, it'll be fine. See? Like, we just gained 6 light years a second because we're working off the energy debt. And as we work off the energy debt, we will work off the energy debt more and more quickly. And look, we got 7 prestigium now, so this has come down more. And we get even more energy because we got an extra 1/5 of the amount of energy we would get based on that. And pretty soon we'll be able to afford another prestigium. And more prestigium is more power. Admittedly, that might have been over-eager, pressing that button. But we need so much aluminium. Because we're now under 20 minutes per prestigium. So this is just going to get quicker and quicker and quicker, and the quicker we make it, the better it goes. Right? .4, 3.7, 4. Just one every 15 minutes. And we get 10 prestigium. Like it. Like it a lot. That's a good bonus. Which is good, right? We are drawing closer to the end of the game, and we're drawing closer to having less energy deficit. But look, we're up to 303 light years a second. Which is a long way. Let's see how far we've actually gone. We can fold 86 pieces of paper. I'm not sure that's an actually correct term. 367 million days. I mean, surely they should move that to years by now. Well, that's a lot of miles, isn't it? Thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, units after quadrillions, which I didn't look up either. You're right, I didn't. But you know, 263.64, it's good, we're getting there. Let's just jump some more. We can't do this because we haven't got enough heat sink. Although we're about to get the heat sink for it. Nice. I'm not going to. I'm going to spend it on prestigium. Because obviously I mean, well, I'm not actually, because we don't have the titanium, because I spent all of the titanium on this. I mean, I don't mind. It was worth it, I tell you, worth it. In fact, I could just get another 0.5% titanium, so we could increase our titanium flow. I'm not going to. I'll click that button, which is probably a mistake, but look at that. We now travel 810 light years instantly. That's gone up quite a lot. Wait, 810? Oh, okay, fine. You sure, sir? I mean, that's good. That does 800 light years in one click. Soon it'll overtake this one. I mean, it won't, because we'll get prestigium and we'll be able to put it into this one, and then it won't be a problem. We don't really need the energy after all. Yeah, I know. I just spent a load of stuff that I didn't need to, but it was worth it, because now we got nearly 10% chance of getting titanium, which is nice. Considering we started at 0.1%. I want to press this button. I'm not pressing this button. Our aluminium's going up quickly enough at the moment. I mean, it's really not, but I'm going to pretend it's going up quickly enough at this moment. If I press this button, it's not really making a lot of a difference, right? But look at our speed. We're nearly at 400 light years a second now. That's a ridiculous number. And it's going to go up as soon as we get some more prestigium. We've travelled over 1 million light years, which is 1 million years for light to travel. It's a long time. I suppose that's why it doesn't show on the other page, because it tells us in days instead of years. Because why would it tell us in days when we've got a number here which says how many years we are? If I wanted to multiply it by 52, I'd see how many weeks we are. It's not strictly 52, is it? Let's be honest. It's 52 and whatever a quarter of a day extra is, but you know, shh. Well, we're up to 10 million aluminium. Doesn't really make, I mean, it does increase our speed when I do this of gathering aluminium, but it doesn't increase our energy amount. Now I could just press this button again. I kind of want to. I'm not going to press this button. I want to. I really want to. We all know I want to, but I'm saving up for more of this. Because it's good for us if I do. When I say it's good for us, I don't know that that's strictly the correct term. It would be useful. But look. It's a weird game, this. I'm not sure it's a game. I probably won't do another one of these for a little while. I mean, whatever the name of that other one was, Magic Tower, I think it was. It's not Wizard Tower, it's Magic Tower, or Wizard Tower. It doesn't matter. The other one, it's not out yet, so I can't play it. I can only play the demo. I'm not playing the demo. I'm either going to play the full game or I'm not playing it at all. I refuse. Because I am stubborn. Yeah, I mean, I could just spend some on this again. I'm not going to, not just yet. I might buy some more of these, because we have so much iron and magnesium. It's not making a difference, right? Because we don't need it for either of these two things, right? And I just want to see what the number goes up to, and apparently it goes up to more than 300. So how you're supposed to get that amount of aluminium is beyond me. I suppose you just keep pressing the button here. But once you get over a certain amount, why would you bother? Because when that's over 2,000, you're better off buying this stuff at that point. I mean, you're not, because of the nature of the things. Yes. Oh, it's so close now, I can taste it. Oh, it's gone up again. Even though we're not using energy in the same way. I mean, we clearly must be using energy in some way, otherwise that number wouldn't have gone up. I think it's because it's proportional to the amount of speed that we've gained as a result. Because we are accelerating still, even though we are losing a third of our speed to the trappings of travel, which is kind of frustrating, if I'm honest. But we're nearly at the point where I can get some more prestigium. Right, just a couple more ticks, I suppose. 3 more ticks and we can get some more prestigium, and I'm approving of such things. I approve of this message. Now, how much iron would that cost us if I was to click that 5 times? 40 million? No, 36. Yeah, 36 sounds about right. We don't have that amount of iron. But we do have enough for another prestigium, so point. Oh, we don't. Why don't we have enough? What have I done there? Oh, it's the aluminium. Yes, that would probably do it, wouldn't it? I spent all of our aluminium, because of course it did. I remember doing it and everything. It was a foolish mistake. I'm sure it's fine though, because I can just do this for a minute. Boink, 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 boink. We can have a look here. Watch it go down. That deficit is under 10 billion now, which is nice. So, hang on, can I? No, I can't. I was hoping that would be a difference. We've got a tick. Amazing. That means different things in different circles, though, remember. Don't be hasty when you say those statements. I might have to change the music from Japanese, honestly. 4 hours of Japanese today. Japanese music, that is. The most popular songs in Japan again. I've only found one that I thought was a real banger, which is a shame, honestly. Oh, I do like watching these numbers go up, though. I wish they were more interesting, though. Like, I get that it has to happen per tick, and it can't just be a fluid spin, but I'd like more options of things to play with, like maybe resetting this bit, for example. Now I can turn that on, but it doesn't make any difference, right? Oh no. I mean, it does make a difference. It's like 1 million. And for the amount of bonus speed we get, I don't think it's worth it. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not worth it, considering how much speed we're gaining from burning off our energy deficit. Where's our next upgrade coming from? Here, presumably, in a very short space of time. Under a minute, by the looks of it. Yeah, 40 ticks. Nice. This one's getting there. It's not there. It's nowhere near, but it's getting there. But this, look at that. It's getting there slowly. Wonder how our tachyons are coming on. Well, I mean, they're going quicker. Look at that. Because we're going to end up at like 750,000. No, 750 light years per second. We should be getting a prestigium soon. Which means we then get a prestigium quicker. But we need 3,600 prestigium to get 1 a second. We don't need 1 a second, let's be honest. That's silly speeds. Silly amounts. But by the time we're getting that, we'll be well out of the known universe, I would imagine. Let's see. There's nothing more. I wish there was another thing in amongst this bit. Like another unlock. Because there's an unlock here. But I don't know what that will mean for us in the long run. Not a lot, I would imagine. And what happens if I do that? Our income goes down, but we can really push our speed now. Just because we can, right? I might as well get some more. That's going up by the million. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I'm not going to do that for very long, though, because, honestly, we're still losing to this. And that's good, right? And that's better, because now we get extra this. We lost a lot of aluminium per second as a result of switching away from that, and I'm not sure I'm comfortable with such things. But I can click that now, because we're now over 1,000. Yeah. I don't want to spend 1 million magnesium, or 1.5 million magnesium, to get this up to 400. Because there's no point if we don't have the aluminium to support it. Which we don't. We have nowhere near the aluminium to support it. And I want to get however much that is. And it's going to be 40 million iron to be able to upgrade that. And we're nearly at the point, I mean we're not, but we're nearly at the point of getting more of these from buying one or inserting materials to create one. So it's getting there. And I wish clicking on that button was worthwhile, but it's just not. It goes up so very slowly, it's kind of irrelevant to us. Right, yeah, great. I get some more water. Ooh, it's not really pushing our speed up though, is it? It has to be on the other page, and that means I have to move away from this, and I don't really want to because it's going to take us forever to get that filled up. "30 light years a second. It's quite a lot. We don't really need it either. But an extra 200 calcium a second is quite good. Can we live with that? I think we can live with that. I don't think it matters. I mean, it probably does. I mean, I could just buy another booster, honestly. I'm not going to. I'm going to just leave it as it is. Oh, look, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. And I could just press the button again. So stupid. We need to increase our energy production. That's our problem. And it's so expensive, it's not worth doing. Wait. When I click on that, oh, it was these, wasn't it? Doofus. Stupid person that does stupid things. That's me, that is. I would have thought we would have gone up again by now. That says it should be going up around now. I mean, the counter's definitely not off. It must be me. Well, I might as well just... Oh, it just went up, right? That just went up. There we go. Ooh, 1,000 seconds. So, it's not far off 15 minutes. It's like 18 minutes, I guess. Something like that. Don't know. Let's have a look. Let's calculate, shall we? It's what we've got things like calculators for. I remember being at school and they'd say, it's not like you have a calculator in your pocket every day. It turns out, yes. I have a calculator in my pocket every day because I carry a phone. 17.6 minutes. So, soon, my pretties, not only will we get another one from this, we'll get another one from that. Which is nice. Do I get more silicon? Input. Get that up some more. I think the answer is no, but I could, couldn't I? 5 billion silicon though, it's not worth it. Realistically, it's just not. Just costs too much. Ooh, hang on. I can do that. Wait, no, not that one, not that one. That was one I was looking at. But I'm doing this again, because this makes more sense. We've got some sort of power ballad from the Japan classic songs. I didn't change the music, as it turns out. I thought about it, and then I obviously forgot. I think I was too busy bothering myself with prestigium. Because reasons, apparently. If I'd been doing this, we could have had 35 million earlier. I'm just too busy pressing other buttons. It'd be nice if there was an automatic button for use skills 1, 2, 3 and 4, so that they were always on tick rather than not on tick, right? That would be the way forward. At least in my head it would. Yeah, that'd be good. Like an automated function of having a pilot who always presses the buttons for you so you don't have to worry about it. That'd be nice. Be a good addition. I mean, 634 light years per second. It's a lot. We're going very quickly. Like some would say, silly. Silly speeds. But soon we'll be going ludicrous speeds. We're close. We're close. Nearly going to get another prestigium. We want more prestigium in our lives. Oh, is that the time? I have time to fiddle about. Might even do another episode. I might not. I could do with a nap. If I'm honest, I could do with a nap. I don't know about you. I mean, I assume you're probably napping because you're what you've put this on. But, you know, if you haven't, hello. If you're enjoying the content, please like or comment or share or subscribe or any of the above, you know, or the YouTube gumph. Apparently it helps, I'm told. I don't often ask, as you know, so thought I'd mention it. Yeah, so there you are. Nearly at the point where we can get prestigium. Ooh. Apparently I'm tired enough now that I'm not talking nonsense. I'm past my nonsense phase of enjoying things. Wait, that's the wrong button. It's this one. Doink. Right, and because I can't help myself. Doink. I think we slowed down. Yeah, we might have slowed down. It's fine. It was worth it. I mean, it probably wasn't. 26.63 though. Like, because it didn't use any aluminium when we did it. That's why I did it. I mean, it used a little bit, but not a lot. It was worth it, I tell you. Yeah, that was worth it. Now, will this increase our energy? Probably not, right? I don't think it does. So we take a speed penalty to start with. But on the flip side, I can mitigate some of the speed penalty by pressing those. Right? While this catches back up. But honestly, I don't know if it's worth it when we're taking that much of a penalty compared to what we've got. Surely you must be nearly at the point where you can do the thing yet. Not quite. 250, 275 away, which is a reasonable far away. And we're not even 0.00% of way out of the observable universe. I mean, it's not a surprise. The observable universe is somewhere between 13.8 and 26.4 billion years, light years away, depending on what science you're looking at. That's gone up by another tick. Nice. I'm just going to sit and look at this number while I talk rubbish to you and smoke. I might change the music, actually. Not that you need to know about me changing the music, but it's you're getting the full experience of me waffling. That's interesting. Oh, right, I see why I'm doing something slightly different. I thought I was using YouTube music, and I'm not. I'm using YouTube itself, which is probably explaining something. Right, so let's put that on shuffle, because that's how I like it. We're on Banjo Odyssey by the Dead South. And that sounds a bit loud to me, so I'm going to turn it down a fraction. That's better. Let's see. Did you hear about the, it sounds more like a joke than anything else. No, did you hear about the 180 odd thousand rounds that were bought in Colorado? Like, that's a lot of ammunition, I can tell you. It's more ammunition than most people would ever need. By quite a lot. It's sort of military grade amounts of ammunition, if I'm honest with you. Why you'd want to have that amount of ammunition is beyond me. But it was bought by two guys who were in a cartel, allegedly. Yeah, I think I talked about this before. I guess we're blending into one now. I mean, I've been in space for so long with nothing but my own journals to keep me company. Once we passed a moon and it was shaped just like Keira Knightley's bottom. Which is weird because when I left Earth she was still alive. And I've been gone such a very long time. If it was shaped just like her bottom is now, it would look more like a skeleton. Interesting. I suppose at that point it's exactly like Liam Hemsworth's bottom as well. Genuinely, it's just like anybody's bottom at this point. Everybody's bottom is in fact gone. Space is big, space is empty. And in space, the only reason people can't hear you scream is because they're nowhere near you. Because normally if you're in space, you're in a vehicle, and therefore, you know, if they're in comms range, they could probably hear you scream, but they might not be able to get to you because they're so far away. Apparently I'm coming down with space madness. Can you tell? I could get some more of this. Let's get some more of this. Let's get more titanium on the way in. Because we're up to 9 now, and that's going to hit 10 soon. And at 10, that means we get one every 15 minutes, which is just going to accelerate and accelerate. What we need is more titanium, people. More titanium means more aluminium, and more aluminium means more boosts, and more boosts means closer to the goal of being beyond the observable universe, and then crying because we don't know what to do with ourselves because we're never coming home. Like trying to find the Earth after disappearing out of the observable universe might be tricky. Slowing down from this speed is going to be tricky. Making a turn is going to be tricky. I mean, if we were to do a non-velocity based turn using point thrusters and letting momentum just take us, so we'd cut all the engines and spin on the spot, carry on going backwards, it's going to take us a while to reverse our direction. Interesting, right? So you see, this is a nice little thing that they've added in. So when now all of these things have stopped, right? Notice there's the occasional white dot and there's red lines. So those red lines I'm assuming to be what's known as redshift. So when something is going away from you at such a speed, due to a form of Doppler effect within light, the wavelength shifts from visible light to like an infrared light, to indicate that it's going away from you at faster speeds than the speed of light. And the more redshift there is, the less you can see it. But it's nice that at this speed, it's kind of indicating that we're travelling so fast that things are going away from us faster than the speed of light in a way. And I'm surprised it's only just hit. So that's a thing, apparently. Yeah, redshift is a real phenomenon. So when the when the Hubble Space Telescope went up into the stars to have a look at things for us, it was cool, right? Because all the space nerds were like, cool, look at the pictures. And then it had to do some interesting maths calculations based on things like redshift to be able to see new galaxies that we couldn't see before. Well, since the James Webb Space Telescope's been up there, and the technology's got better, and our detection has got better of things that are undergoing redshift, we found that our telescopes are finding way more galaxies out in the universe than we ever thought were possible, because we're actually now able to look at redshift in a much more comprehensive way, which is something we couldn't do before, which is phenomenal, right? It really is amazing. Just thought I'd mention it because, like, having that on this screen, like the occasional red dot, sort of to me indicates that they are taking into account redshift, and I appreciate it because redshift is something that people often forget about. Look at that! Look, we're over 6 million, so we are going to be making a difference. Not a big difference, I'll grant you, and we're nearly at the point where I can press that button again. I probably shouldn't press that button again, but I kind of want to press that button again. But I'm not doing it because that will take us into such a speed penalty. I don't think it's worth it. I think we should clear off our speed penalty. So how much do we generate? I mean, if I press this button, right, that will give us probably double. I mean, it does say double it. There's 1.3, which means that this gets counteracted entirely, which is nice. Where's our tachyon at? Ooh, we're 1% of the way to get clicking this button. I mean, I don't understand how that works though. 10 minutes worth of resources reduces the black hole cooldown, but how could you possibly need the black hole cooldown? I mean, realistically, the answer is do not click this button here. It's very unnecessary, as it turns out. If I was to do this again, that would definitely be the thing that I would do, is not click this one at all. Right? Or these two for that matter. And I just build up so much so much energy output, because this number is just silly, right? And there's no way of whatever the word is. I should never have reset this, as it turns out. I should have just turned that off, and that was something I didn't know. So next time, if I was to play this again, the next time I would not fiddle with this so much. Like, the extra speed seems like a lot to start with, and it's a trap, as it turns out, because once you get to the black hole generator, or whatever, black hole sacrifice multiplier, it now means that our energy is so large that it takes us nearly an entire lifetime to be able to deal with this imbalance, which we wouldn't need to have done. So that's me told, sadly. But look at that, we are getting far with the old what's it called? Titanium production. 100 drones when we first started. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near 100 drones. Again, another thing I wouldn't have done is this one. I don't think it's worth it. This one is definitely worth it. This one less so. Like, for an extra 200, I don't think it's worth the investment. Knowing what I know now, things like that just aren't necessary. Like, maxing this one out is good, maxing this one out is good, maxing that one out is also good. These were good, but only these ones and these ones. Getting the multiplier was actually pretty funky, I'll be honest. I appreciated that bit. How far are we away from this? 3,000. A long way. But yes, so that was a thing. Right, I'll just click that button before I end the episode. So thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Bye.